Last year saw an alarming increase in heat-related deaths, a rise in wildfires and an extreme marine heatwave right along the UK coast. That is the worrying warning from EU and UN scientists looking at the world's rapidly changing climate. Extreme weather has also caused billions of pounds in economic losses and is set to worsen as the world continues to warm. Our science correspondent Martin Stew is here to explain the findings, and on the face of it, very worrying, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And this release is timed to coincide with World Earth Day. And on the face of it, well, it looks like our planet is not in a great shape. Data looking at Europe compiled by the Copernicus satellite programme adds to the overwhelming evidence that man-made climate change is real and is getting worse. First, let's look at temperatures. Well, they continue to rise. 2023 was Europe's joint warmest year on record, with 11 months seeing above average temperatures. In fact, in the last 20 years, the number of people dying in Europe of heat-related conditions, well, that's increased by 30%. Now, on this next picture, look at the darker colours here, particularly in southern Spain. The darker the colour, the more the number of days under heat stress, and 2023 again broke that record. Now, if we invert the map to look at sea temperatures, so here actually the sea confusingly is red and the land is in grey, well, it's even more stark. Annual average surface temperatures were the highest on record, and in June the Atlantic to the west of Ireland was 5 degrees Celsius above average. The outgoing boss of the body which holds the government to account on climate issues says this is further evidence that it is a mistake for the major political parties to be watering down green ambitions.
You have to stop being shocked at these sorts of reports, because they are going to keep coming year after year into the future because of what we're doing on the planet, particularly with our use of fossil fuels.
Well, the list of impacts goes on. In the past 2 years, glaciers in the Alps have shrunk by 10%. Europe saw 7% more rain than usual, and the upshot of that was a third of Europe's rivers, the ones we can see here in yellow and purple, exceeded the high flood threshold. In fact, 80% of climate damage, financially speaking, was flood-related. There was, though, one positive: renewables led by hydropower, which we can see here in the blue. Overall, renewables generated 43% of electricity, with wind in purple and solar in yellow also on the up. So that's moving in the right direction, but not, scientists say, quick enough to stop extremes like last year becoming more common. The natural phenomenon, Mary, of El Nino is coming to an end, but we are still burning record amounts of fossil fuels.
OK, Martin Stew, thank you.